Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Overwatch 2, and we're actually going to try and rank up again. So, today we are literally just focused on taking ranked from what it currently is, which I'll show you in 30 seconds, to what it was. Now, not last season, season before, so I think it was like season 15, I got into gold for open queue. So we're going to play a few games of open queue, try and rank up, and see how it goes. Also, guys, at the minute, considering like my rivals did do pretty well, I'm going to start chucking that in for a weekend. So you'll have the in your week in the week Overwatch games, and then the potential optional Marvel Rivals weekend. But again, the additional Overwatch content and Marvel Rivals content was always going to be bonus content. Just like how Marvel Spider-Man and the Telltale games from Batman were bonus content. For the most part, anyway. And a good reason why doing Overwatch for the Tuesday is all of these literally reset per week. So we'll play a few rounds of ranked, see how far that does get us. I'm going to try and do 3. Because when it comes to Overwatch, I like doing things in 3s, because reaching out is basically 3. It's like 15 and it works out into 3s. And the Overwatch X G.I. Joe stuff is still in the game. The Freya skins, the Freya skin I'm starting to like a lot more. Like, I am starting to like that a lot more. But to me, it still does look like a basic skin. Like Snake Eyes, I don't know how accurate it is to like G.I. Joe, because I've never seen nothing to do with G.I. Joe. But that kind of does look like a legend. That doesn't. That kind of does. Cobra Commander, debatable. And then Baroness kind of looks more like a simple epic, but it's kind of more on the... There are some legends that are sort of basic, like this, for instance. But there are some ones that really shouldn't be. And back in the good old days of Overwatch, they probably wouldn't have been. Yeah, you know what, Route 66. I like the fact you've got map, like an option for map in all game modes. But it does mean I then have to think between the beginning of games. What map do I fancy playing?
Select your hero.
I'd kind of like to play as Freya. I don't know if I'm going to get to.
Select hero bands.
Symmetra, May, Lightweaver. For characters getting banned, I'm going to say Symmetra. Symmetra, Orisa, Sombra, I would have said Symmetra and Orisa. I was in the middle of saying Symmetra and Orisa that loaded. Sombra would have been one I would have said, and Zarya I wouldn't have presumed.
Prepare for battle.
But again, lowest is 3 for silver, but then we're getting placed in with the highest of 4. Again, if I have to change, I will. I kind of have not, because I'm enjoying playing Freya while I'm enjoying playing Freya. Someone did pick Ashe at the beginning.
I always deliver.
A mecha road trip would be ton of fun.
I'm called.
You waste your time playing games.
That's Spanish.
Give them a try. Maybe then you'd frown less.
Hi.
Also, guys, the reason I knew that was instantly Spanish is quite simple.
Let us see to it.
At least I'm presuming that's Spanish, because the E-R-E-S, D-E, and then the E-Span now. I'm pretty sure it's Diva. I'm pretty sure it's asking does Diva speak Spanish. But again, I could be wrong. I wouldn't be that surprised if I am wrong. Like, I've never taken Spanish. Like, for literal lessons. Like, I was... For, like, language lessons in my last 2 years, there really wasn't any. Because, guys, I had an option of... For, like, 1 year, we've been able to do, like, work experience in, like, places.
Back on my feet.
A bit, like, again, just being able to do, like, work experience and, like, actually getting, like, work experience. It was known as work placement. Or at least the school I went to it was. So, I was able to get out of essentially doing any extra lessons. Like, a lesson I didn't like and was religious studies.
I've always liked a challenge.
Or ethics, which is another name it was called.
I have taken the bait.
And guys, it just comes down to the fact of, I'm like, nothing against people who are, but I was not a religious person. Again, I'm still not a religious person. And it kind of always, like, did bug me, like, for the last 2 years. Geography and history, 2 subjects that potentially would have been more useful, wasn't forced on us, but religious studies were. So, but in the end, I was able to essentially get out of them because of work placement.
I can't shake me that easily.
And guys, the reason I was offered work placement was me and attending school basically didn't exist at one point. There'd be usually once a month where I would try and find some way to get out. But no, guys, like, it wasn't the fact that I was trying to get out, like, one, I wasn't a big fan of school in the first place. But, like, my high school was the type of place where it's like, even if you've got a mild cold now, it's probably going to be better if you do say you've got something worse than a mild cold to your folks to, you know, not send you in. Because an idiot move I made was there was 2 lessons after the day. After lunch, and during lunch I wasn't feeling 100%. I tried to eat like beans on toast for lunch. Wasn't hungry. I don't think I barely touched it. I was feeling sick, and went to the office. They said go and sit, and they said go and sit. You know, there's that little place that you can go and sit when you're not feeling well. My head of year came and spoke to both me and Driver's colleague because he wasn't also feeling well, and because we both turned up, she was like not 100% sure whether we were, and idiot me, because she said if you're still here in 5 minutes, then I'll send you home. Idiot me decided to go back to the subject. That subject being geography, a subject I couldn't quite frankly didn't care about.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Like geography and history don't interest me at all.
Game on.
This ends now. Nu Bangada!
So.
Nu Bangada! Back on my feet. Moira by your side.
But guys, considering I did night school, I loved college. And college for like us, at least in the UK, is essentially a 2-3 year gap before university, which is then American. So it's basically where you then go to a thing where, for like 4 years,
60 seconds. I can't
you're then stuck essentially in like a building on site onto your own timetable,
do something.
which I'm not 100% sure whether Americans do call, like, it's just known as college for Americans, like,
Need to stay focused.
okay, this game's going terrible. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can still pick it up. I love the fact that Freya has a great sense of movability. Again, one shot, but I love the fact that she does.
It's go time.
We just have to stop him from touching point now.
Let's
Score 1-0. Switching sides.
Okay, I'm on par with most of my team for kills. Death, on the other hand, I am leading, which is annoying. Yeah, I'm calling it now. We're going to get another DPS. Which is annoying because... Guys, I get when I'm playing open queue, I'm barely flexible.
I always deliver. Outlaw country, huh? Enough bounties.
Ash, I'm pretty sure you were Moira last round. Again, I know I probably should switch, but like, I did it, like, I don't know if I did go into detail on with my rivals on Saturday. I did eventually switch because I was performing, I think, the weakest. But I'm getting annoyed of basically needing additional characters, needing additional roles, and then being the one who's slightly underperforming, and then then being forced to change. Because compared to the rest of the team, like Hanzo, I'm on point with. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done more damage than him. Yes. which means I have helped the team more.
She's got target marked. Over there.
My arrows fly.
Damn it. See, the reason I didn't want them touching point is, we've got to hold them from getting to the first door for 3 minutes. If we hold them for like a minute, they'll still have 2 minutes to turn around the corner, which isn't great.
It's not over. Not yet.
Like, we need to stop them from getting to their side, which is literally turning a corner. We can hold off until under a minute. We might be able to win. Damn it. Okay, yeah, both me and Hanzo sort of 1 point now. Because Hanzo's starting to underperform, and you can kind of tell.
Let's give this another shot.
Because, granted, both me and Hanzo get shown up by our support. Which probably should have meant both me and Hanzo should have changed. Damn it. That's what, like, this is not what I wanted to happen. Like, if we held them off for another couple minutes, I reckon we could, but we're not stopping them. Part of it does come down to the fact that I didn't want to switch, because I was being stubborn. But guys, when all you play is support and tank, like, doing my all queue games this earlier, I was chucked into DPS twice, and I was like, wait a minute, wait a second. I double checked to make sure I hadn't misclicked. Hanzo, instead of firing an ult, I'm gonna give it to our diva, and I'm also gonna give it to our that person, because they were good. They were holding the team together. Roadhog was also doing a good bit. Actually, I might be wrong about diva. Roadhog probably was doing decent, apparently. Hold on. No, Roadhog was, like, kill damage and all that lot. What I will do is, I will do one more game in open queue to see if I look, like, how decent I do. Also, guys, if you're watching this as it comes out, instead of down the line, if you want any of the C.I. Joe skins, they're in the store for another week. See, when I was saying that, I was like, yeah, this is 100% going to sound like, and use this code to get 10%. I said, no, unfortunately not. But see, this bundle is 100% going to be in store until like the end of the season, because you will see from the season, like, you've got class president, freshman to mini. How many? Instructor Chase, Instructor Oxyton, sophomore. Like, they've definitely gone for more of that kind of style. Now, see, I'd say both are kind of like, I'd say both, like, hybrid and escort maps are both basically the same. Kind of. Hybrid maps are where it's a combination between... I wouldn't let the rest of the team pick, because I 100% should be more willing, and if we get a couple tanks, I might...
Choose heroes to ban.
No. See, again, I'd love to play DPS. Not going to. Not gonna get the chance. And guys, I'm not trying to be a dick when saying it or trying to stop people from playing DPS. But start thinking about team comps. It's like, I'll pick to play Diva, and I do have a second phase of a Mythic now. Basically, guys, I did essentially get the 20 tier thing, and get the additional thing from when I last streamed this, which was last week. Which then has taken me up to like level 70, which means I've almost completed it. I guarantee, you will start losing, and someone will go, it's Kiriko's fault. It's like, no, Kiriko can't solo heal. Like, we could do with another support. We don't need a Junkrat, Sojin, and Hanzo. Because I can tell you now, Kiriko's going to struggle with 2 tanks. But we need 2 tanks to hold the defense. Now, I could be wrong, and this Kiriko could be a legend. But I kind of highly doubt that. So if Hanzo or Sojin or Junkrat would like to change. And guys, DPS in, I want to say every game, it's basically like gold. People instantly go, me, need. Now, when Ultron was coming into Marvel Rivals, a bunch of people were like making essential skits and jokes like, oh, don't now start playing strategist because he's in the game. I'm going, well, I'm only going to play him as a DPS character. It's like, wait, what? It's like, Battle Mercy points can be useful, but I've done it a few times. But what we don't need are Moira's only, not healing. We don't need Zen trying to focus more on damage. There's only a few tanks, there's only Brigitte that can get away with needing to focus on, getting damages, getting hits in. Because she heals from it. Almost no other support does. Oh look! Reinhardt's on a death. Hanzo's got a death. I would have a death, but Diva has a double life thing, which is I do take for granted. Like, I'd miss it if I didn't have it. Oh, look, thank you, Junk. Ah, great. Hold on, was the like people not banned? I didn't pay full attention to who was getting banned because I was too busy being like, team, we need more comp. So, guarantee, there's likely probably someone who's not played support or barely played it and thinks they can still jump in. But again, I'm thankful they changed. It's like, it bugs me how a part of Overwatch is me essentially whining. Because, trust me, I don't like essentially bitching, whining, anything you can think of for moaning that people aren't playing better. But until you have the random annoying DPS who thinks they should be the DPS and someone else should change when they're on the lowest rank to kill. I get why people do, but again, if you need to be asked for an additional support or an additional tank, something's gone wrong. Just if the enemy gets taken out of mech, I'll get my mech back. I don't like how long it has taken us to get, the point back to a close. Something I am gonna probably have to jump down is this right as we get close to the door. I'd kind of rather not. Again, that's kind of a cool D.Va skin. See, this is the second time a Mythic's come out that I preferred compared to the original. And by the original, I mean their All-Star skin. Because when D.Va's and Tracer's All-Star skins got bought... Okay, I'll give you that one. Got brought back in for Overwatch 1. There were 3 of them. I can't remember who the other was. Because it was D.Va, Tracer. I think there was 4 in total, actually. D.Va, Tracer, Reinhardt. D.Va, Tracer, Reinhardt. I kind of want to say Brig, but I'm pretty sure I got hers at some other point. Who was the other? D.Va, Tracers, and D.Va's, Reinhardt's, and Mercy's. Now, I got Mercy's, D.Va's, and Tracers. A couple mates, one in particular, did think I'd probably only get Reinhardt. But again, if I like the skin, I'm going to get the skin, whether I play the character or not. Because for the most part, I play a bit of most. Like, granted, I've not played characters like Tracer in a while, but every so often I will. Damn it. Good kill, Junkrat, good kill. He got, like, multiple people. Actually, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. Basically, guys, a lot of characters can kind of be put into 3 different categories, and it's never the same 3 categories. Like, for instance, Junkrat. You've got a bog standard Junkrat, and it'll be standard for all of them. Then you have a sneaky Junkrat, and then a flying rat. Now, sneaky Junkrat are the sneakiest of sneaky people, who you won't see activate the ults, you won't see them for a while, but they'll still be wrapping up kills. Again, and I don't think it's one of the 6 or 7s, I think it was one of the, I think 6 and 7 was one of their supports. I'm going to presume 10 or 11. Like, I didn't catch the name of the Junkrat. But it was like, we'll randomly start wrapping up kills. And you just won't know where they are.
Time to save the spirits. Game on.
I'll be watching your back.
And it's kind of the same with, like, Widows. You'll have a bog standard Widow who will get a few kills every so often. You kind of won't know. Then you'll have expert player Widows, who will rapidly be getting kills. You know where they are, but they'll be sneaky as anything. And then you'll have not so good Widows, who will still be getting kills, but do sort of do battle rifle modes a lot more than they should be. Same for Mercies. You'll have your bog standard Mercy who heals, tries to get a few blast kills here and then. You'll have battle Mercies, and then you'll have I'm gonna heal you and you're never gonna die Mercies. And those Mercies, you want to keep on your good side. Because half the time, those Mercies are like, I control life or there. You live, I tell you to live. You don't die unless I give you permission to. And they might come off as a bit of a dick or a bit of controlling. No, they mean well. Every single time, it's like, they're trying to keep the team alive. I went all the way down there because Reaping went too far. Same for Reapers. And I'll tell you what Reaper kind of track player I am. You'll have bog standard would be doing his job. And I say bog standard is kind of doing what it should be. For Reapers, you'll have standard, you'll have sneaky. Sneak behind you, get a good few kills before you even seen, and get out of there as quick as possible. Then you'll have the type of Reapers, you know what I am, aggressive Reapers. And aggressive Reapers are, they'll be going in, they'll be targeting the tanks, they'll be trying to get as much damage as possible, they won't care if they live or die. Which is for the most part what type of Reaper main I am. Trying to go in, focus the tanks, focus everything, try and deal with them, and try not to die for the most part. But for the most part, it's kind of just sneaky, standard, or you will die. And then Ash is another one that's got, will get headshots when you don't see them, it's like sneaky. You still have your standard who are still getting a good few kills. But then you'll have the bodyguard type with Ash, where, or I wouldn't do that, more particular. Where you're completely pissed off the Ash, they've got their ult, and they literally just go, Bob, take care of them. And you just get Bob launched at you. For no good reason. You've actually, 100% for good reason, you've been a dick and you've deserved it. But, like, for instance, dive tanks, you'll either get complete 100% diving into battle, full lot dive tanks. And then you'll have bog standard tank, which is kind of like, the tank bog standard is supporting the team, making sure the team stay alive, and, you know, trying to keep the support alive too, and dealing a good bit of damage.
It's go time.
Yeah, I'm going to jump into one last game of roll queue because Kiriko was really nice to start to help. Their deal was pretty decent. Again, this Reaper was trying to be aggressive. And I want to say it's probably the... No, that was the Junkrat. Yeah, 23 kills. Again, the Reaper was trying to be aggressive. Wasn't so great at it. Cheerio team, which looks pretty good. The donut break, and then strictly business. Guys, the reason I'm jumping into roll queue is because my roll queue score, I'm not 100% fussed on what happens to it. If I do great in it, I do great in it. One point I cared more about my roll queue than my open, but my open I do, which is annoying because I've gone from like silver 1 down to silver 2. I'm down in silver 3. So I'm going to have to put some god, like 100% full focus into it. Which, even when I do prioritize what the team needs, like additional tanks, additional support, like, not for the first round, which I should have. But like when I am like putting into consideration what the team needs, I'm still getting bad teammates. Now, half the time when people whinge about the teammates, it's just them being bad. But it's not always them being bad. Also, depending on how long this game lasts, this is probably going to be one of the shorter streams that I've done recently. Because last episode, like, New Adventures yesterday was long. Marvel Rivals went for about an hour and 20 minutes. 28 went for a good while. The review of the live action How to Train Your Dragon went for a decent bit. Episode 27 went for a decent bit. Stadium. And even then, Stadium would be then the shortest one I've done in a while. Most of them have been decent. Like, episode 25 was then the next, which was like 53 minutes. Quest, which was streamed 3 weeks ago, was only 40. But like, most of my streams are like an hour long at the bare minimum. And even then, the Overwatch stream, which was like 2 weeks ago now. Actually, I think a week and a half. I've said now I'd like to play Diva.
Select heroes to ban.
I'm calling it now. Symmetra, Sombra, Zarya, and Orisa will get banned. I get Zarya. I don't really get Orisa, and I get Sombra and Symmetra. Doomfist instead of Zarya. I think that might be the first time I've seen Doom get banned. I'm surprised no support got banned. But in all fairness, guys, I love this Diva Mythic. It's one of the best skins in a long while, because I will 100% say it. Overwatch and skins don't always have the 100% best relationship. It was the same in Overwatch 1.
Keep up if you like.
Like, what you'd get from like one skin would usually be like, when a character was released, you'd usually get like say 3-4 epics that were basically recolors of their Facet skin. You still get that now. But then there'd be like 2 rares also introduced. Like, there'd be about 10 skins. Plus then like a legendary for Overwatch 1. If I'm remembering correctly.
I'm good at what
But something I do want them to definitely bring back, or at least introduce if they never did it in the first place, is a legendary skin getting introduced with that character. Even if it's not in the battle pass. I'd much prefer it. But I would happy enough take a legendary or with new characters.
we have company. I've got your back. For now.
See, I'm trying to keep cover fire and just to get my mech back, because right now I'm the weak link. But now I can go full force, start taking damage, and start healing it. See, it's been a while since I've seen Baptiste, because I've basically not seen them for a while. Like, in Overwatch 1, and I think the beginning of Overwatch 2, but I think it might have been Overwatch 1. I think. For a good while, I loved playing Baptiste. He was really funny and like cool. Then they made him more of a DPS character, and I was like, yeah, no, that's no longer like a character I like. Like Winston, I started playing decent bit in Overwatch 1 because a mate started playing a lot more Sigma and I wanted a tank as a backup. So I started playing Winston. I don't think I've touched him in Overwatch 2. I might have played him once. But it has definitely been a while. Then there are some like characters that I've played once or twice just to get some playtime on them, but I basically don't play. Like Zarya, someone who I don't play. Orisa, I don't think I've played since Mythic came out. Doom I've played a few times but not played much of. I think I might have played more Doomfist back in Overwatch 1 when he was a DPS. Because yes, Doomfist was. Here, take this. Last thing I want is either me macking or Tracer being able to speed with people. Because again, Tracer's another character that has a few strategies depending on how you play her. Like, you can play Tracer as a standard DPS who runs down and gets kills a lot. And like for DPS, it's sort of a case of they take care of people when they take care of people and try and get to close to better matches as possible. Kind of bogs down there. For support, they heal the team and, you know, certain characters focus on other characters and, like, again, in tanks block, you migrate a lot and, you know, try and focus on damage and keeping the team's defense alive. Then you'll have like 1 or 2 strategies for each, and Tracer you have, I'm a sneaky little speedster, or take Pulse Mines. Because Tracer can get her ult pretty quick. And why it basically does kind of form to one strategy. A lot of Tracer will be sneaky little demons, get 2 kills, get back from the team, and you know, you'll never see them move. Pulse Mines, which is her ult, you'll see her, she'll focus a lot of damage, get in out of places, do a lot, and just focus damage. Focus to get her ult charge. Then be sneaky and good and get a couple kills with it. And I'm pretty sure we have a speed blitz Tracer to deal with. Someone who's only trying to get in and distract the team and make it so we can't even do a thing. So potentially try and charge up Pulse Mine. Genji's another character that's... Any character that's sort of sneaky and sly, you'll have stealth approach, standard of functioning for the team, and then I'm a menace. It's like Wrecking Ball, you'll literally have him performing... I'm not going to mention the Wrecking Ball song, like, I came in like, I'm not going to finish it because I quite frankly don't fancy the game with not Overwatch, Properly Strike. A huge tune Properly Strike. But like, you'll have Wrecking Ball players that are like that. You'll have Bastion players who are trying to perform like all Bastion, be able to sell up, but then start moving around and shooting the living shit out of you. Because Bastion used to be able to sell up and become a menace on certain parts. Like Bastion sell up with an Orisa shield and a Mercy would become your worst nightmare. And why would it become your worst nightmare? You never know when they are. And it became a case of, I should really focus on the spot, but I can't focus on the spot because I need to get the point. Which became worse when they'd be at point. Because on some maps, back in the day, there'd be spots right near point, had an overview, where you could do stuff like that. Now, I've tried the exact same tactic with Sigma. Doesn't work as well because you then think, I can't use my shield. Or at least I did. Yeah, what's the daisy? You gotta try and check one thing for a second. This is what happened. I do kind of think we might be able to hold them off for like a minute. But I do definitely think we're gonna need something like a Bastion ult.
Clear those noobs off the payload!
Like I say, we needed something. I was close. Yeah, I would have got there. Which is very annoying. But again, doing Overwatch comp is one of those things where the games really won't take that long. Except when I lose my controller.
We should get Ganymede to scout for us. Don't worry, no one will touch
Also, guys, I should have mentioned earlier. I'm sorry, this is kind of a little normal. But I mentioned a new Avengers episode yesterday, and not for these reasons. But I also mentioned there's potential chance like streams this week might be slightly affected. But yesterday, a friend told who you sort of go through, basically not speaking to any of us. None of us know why. Unfriending certain people on PlayStation. I'm still friends with them. One friend thinks it's because the people who live near. I have no idea. Again, for legal reasons, I'm not saying names. Like, not even necessarily legal reasons. For reasons, I'm not saying names.
Ah, looks like one's back.
Thanks, Moira.
Preparing your cellular makeup. Your end is within my
If they want this point, they'll have
Well, you're gonna have to deal with Tracer because she's a speed demon. But yeah, so yesterday it was a case of wondering what was going on there. I needed to find out more, and turns out no one has no idea.
hunting them down.
But yeah, so I ended up speaking to them again tonight, like when I potentially would have been streaming, and turns out, yeah, nothing else has been said or nothing's been mentioned. See, what is going to be annoying is one of the mates was like, this is what you probably trying to get changed, and it's like, yeah, I was like thinking, no, it'll be fine. And I'm starting to really think he's probably right.
Help me move a payload.
Again, we got that there with basically the most efficient time in the world.
Ah, looks like one's back.
Wow, I really got... I know I had them both last time, but I really got them both this full round without getting one of them. See, I thought this was going to be shorter than normal. Because of PlayStation, I can check how long I've been streaming. No, I'm on bar. Like, it was 100% going to be about an hour. See, last thing you want to do is ever let Reaper start getting in damage or getting in close. That usually means die, 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 Death Blossom is right up its sleeve. Again, Reapers are menaces when given a chance. I got a triple, which means she only got 2. There's 3 of us to deal with them. Should be fine. Bastion and Kiriko should be fine to deal with most of it. This should be a simple win. Like, they're not going to be able to contest for 3 minutes right that close. Like, both me and the enemy diva dropped the ult at perfect points. Because we both dropped them when she might be thinking what they might have been thinking what I was thinking, and it was like, we need our ults to clear points. Either team got a team wipe with that would have determined the win. And annoyingly, if we can get this through now, we will have a good few minutes. On the positive, this takes another minute. I'll have ult. But so will potentially the enemy diva, because she does have one more, she has a few more kills than me actually by this point. No! Actually, yes. Thanks, Dirigo. And why, unfortunately, that won't classify it. Game win. Which it really should. Again, Diva's been the winning combo. So why would... Ooh.
So, don't take it personally when
instantly.
I get the most kills, okay?
And convert that. It's been a while since I've been put in a case of that's being given overtime. Because 99% of the time, one of the team wins. Now, we've got 2 minutes 38. They've got a minute. We can hold off for a minute more than they can hold off for 2:30. Because we've proven that all it's taking is someone sneaky. So they'll then be put into overtime if they get points. Because without knowing, you'll be surprised how much time you use up just trying to get the point. Like at the minute, none of them have touched point. They've wasted half their time. Yeah, okay, so yeah, they're now in overtime. I mean, put into overtime is terrifying when you've got someone on the enemy team who can drop nukes onto point.
Enemies
I
on
can
the
drop a
field.
bomb onto the
Let's
point.
get them.
Ash can drop Bob onto point. Bastion can drop bombs onto point. Kiriko can speed rush point and make it so we're all instantly zooming past point.
Initializing system.
Don't know when.
Score 3-4.
So,
Switching sides.
as of being able to hold point, they're kind of toast. Like, they are pretty quickly, like, fucked, for lack of better words, and I wish I could think of a better word right now. Because, guys, well, I don't have a problem swearing. I try not to.
See the spirits?
Because the last thing I want is a kid coming across my channel and being like, hey, look, he's saying get 1.9, and it's like,
As cheery as you.
yeah, I don't fancy parents being pissed. And I know at the fact that, like, little Timmy is now learning the F word because of some YouTuber.
Passion is no substitute.
And also, guys, before you start laughing, thinking, nah, no parent would. Yeah, I've seen a few stories where people have. Like, I get it, you're gonna be annoyed at some random person online teaching your kid words. But at the same point, it should be to the folks, you know, the actual parents who monitor their kids. You'd be surprised the amount of times that kids have seen something online that they probably shouldn't. And the amount of times that people instantly start blaming content creators or someone who's posted it there, because it's their fault why their child saw something that they shouldn't. Not.
If they want this point, they'll have to go through me.
Thanks, Moira.
Aw, this is nice.
Again, what I've done is basically bring them all to point. They can't hold back now. And they're all on point, which means the teammates that are coming, they can rush it. And again, Ash is close to Bob. Bastion's close to bombs. And I'm close to a nuke. I'm about halfway there. With the amount of bully defense they've got to pull up.
Fully operational. Hey. Thanks.
Like, if Ash chucks Bob on point when we all get there. No! Can someone get to point and hold while until I get there to drop ult? I'm hoping this doesn't turn into a situation where Ash has got Bob, Ash get to point.
Got this.
I'm bagging. Damn it! Bastion, don't let them win. No! Hang on! No, I'm calling bullshit. And for one simple reason, guys. We caught point very easily for the second round. Got it all the way to the fifth point. Got all the way to the third. Yes! It'll be for the literal them dropping. No, not what I thought for. Still the triple. More impressive.
because 4 people died here. Diva got taken out of mech, and then I got Diva when I remached. But guys, the reason I'm calling bullshit, and the reason why most people should, they got points, struggled with the first round a lot. That was easy enough to get points in the second, so either they lost, or they were that terrible in the first round, and only started picking up when they were like, shit, we're about to lose. And then suddenly we're able to steamroll, get to the point very quickly, within like 30 seconds, actually 20 seconds, barely getting anywhere, and then instantly steamroll us. How? I'm calling bullshit on several levels, which is why did not know Ash was rare at one point. I did not say it was rare. See, there was me thinking about like 20 minutes ago that this is going to be a short stream. Turns out, no. As for Battle Pass, we're up there. Like, I reckon I can probably get to 68 within the next like 3-4 days. And even then, if what I presume might happen for Friday, what I will do is potentially chuck in, say, 2 additional streams. Because potentially what I might do is chuck in a stream for Friday, which will then be Overwatch, and then a stream for, say, Saturday for Rivals. And if I do, and I still do the additional video for, say, Friday, that'll... Jesus Christ. Guys, if what does happen and my plans for Friday gets changed, you lot will be spoiled this week, because there'll be Monday, Tuesday streams, Thursday stream, Friday, new video, no idea what yet, I've not filmed it yet, that won't be getting filmed and edited until like Thursday, Friday morning, which is why it'll be simple. Then potential Friday stream, which I very much kinda doubt, and then say Saturday stream. And see, the reason why I don't know is part of me's tempted to, you know, do Overwatch, and it's like, hold on, wait a minute. There's only something, like, I would only be doing 1, potentially 2 rounds in that. But I could do a quick play. That would take about half an hour. Yeah, that's not as fun as comp. I could do Marvel Rivals and just do a couple rounds of that. Yeah. What I might do is bring Black Ops 3 back. And, you know, just play some gun game for like 15-20 minutes. And get through, say, a couple rounds of that. Again, I don't know. I will probably pick a random game. I very much doubt I'll do GTA again. Part of me is tempted to do a quest thing, but I don't know what I would do. Part of me is also tempted to do Minecraft Death Run again. Keep forgetting I've got this invitation from someone who I have no idea. But either way, guys, that's... Friday will be Friday. There'll be some sort of content for Friday. That will then be scheduled in the premiere release, because it's kind of the easiest way to get Friday videos out for when I'd like them out, because I'd like them out at 5 o'clock-ish. So if I schedule it and then premiere it, it's fine. I theoretically, I'm pretty sure I can get around to, you know, the schedule, like the premiere part. But I kind of think it's still nice. But either way, guys, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you're new around here, like and subscribe, and I'm going to carry on saying that until we get to, you know, triple digits at least. And then again, I will carry on saying it. See, with YouTube, you start growing, and as soon as you do start properly growing and gaining subscribers on a somewhat daily basis, it's fine. With me, it feels like, it kind of feels like I'm kind of hitting my head against a brick wall half time. It's like, I want to grow more subscribers, but it's like, how, like... But again, if Marvel Rivals is going to be the key to doing it, then I'm going to milk that. I'm going to milk it. You expect weekly Marvel Rivals streams until they stop doing as good. Because Marvel Rivals did pretty good for Saturday, and I've gained subscribers since, so accept it. And if you don't want it to accept it, start watching the other content. Start watching Overwatch. Start watching the additional content I put out. But either way, this is Tiger Sign off. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye!